welcome back to Stripped Finance. So today we're going to be talking about one of the more fun parts of YouTube, I guess, and that's monetizing your channel. It's not a fast process. It's a slow process and you got to work on it and you got to be dedicated to it. But it does eventually pay off. So the first step, because there are several that I thought were important, but the first step is finding something that you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, people are going to they're going to know, and they're not going to enjoy your content either. So find something that you like. Obviously, I like money. Now, I realize that money isn't everything, mind you, but it does make life 10 times easier. Another thing that I really like is video games. So I'm actually considering putting together a streaming channel for whenever I play longer games like Dragon Age Inquisition or Skyrim, because those games are ridiculously long. If I remember correctly, I think it takes you like 230 hours to play through start to finish on Skyrim. And that's all the faction quests, main quest line, and the Civil War quest line as well, which is really long. So step number 2 is making the content. That's one of the biggest things, is having enough content. And it's a laborious process, okay? You would not believe the number of times that I reshoot videos just because I completely blank. My mind just decides that it doesn't want to work at that exact moment, and it's just nothing. So then I have to restart and try all over again. Step number 3 would have to be enjoying the content that you create. Smile, have a good time, because it's important to enjoy what you do. Step number 4 is actually connecting with your viewer base. Not only are you making sure that you're targeting the correct audience that you want. Like, obviously, I am not, family friendly, okay? I am 18 and up. So if you're not 18 and you're watching this, go home. Go somewhere else. You're not supposed to be here. It's not a good idea. Next, like I said, is making sure that you're targeting your audience and you're creating that bond with them, which is really important, which is basically just answering comments, interacting with the people who interact with your videos. It's also making sure that if you have, different social medias like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, make sure you put a link on all of those, so that way it's easier for people to find you. I know that I have Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok as of right now. I don't understand how to use Twitter, so I don't have one. But that might be something that I fix later on in the future. I haven't decided yet. It's kind of a pain, and I'm forgetful, so I forget passwords. You wouldn't believe the number of times I've had to set up a whole new Facebook just because I couldn't remember what my password was. It's a real pain in the ass. Another really important step is making sure that you upload on a regular basis. This is one of the biggest problems for me, just due to how late I work and how often it is. It's really hard for me to actually sit down and make the content and remember to post it on time. So typically on my days off, I'll try and make, 4 or 5 videos, have them put back so that way I can post on a regular basis. Because if people expect you to post every day, they're more likely to check your page every day, which means you get more views. And that's how it adds up. Next thing you know, YouTube is paying you money to put ads on your videos. So another really important thing that you can do is stay topical, right? Keep up with what's going on right now and talk about it. Like, I wouldn't bring politics into it because you don't want to alienate half your viewer base. It's not a good idea. But mentioning current events that are going on is not exactly bad. It's good to keep people informed, and people will enjoy the fact that you're staying up with all of this good stuff. And it also helps whenever you're like super nervous and you don't know what to talk about and you're just like, I don't know what to do. The last thing, honestly, that I could recommend is just don't come in expecting to make money. Have reasonable goals. Because say you have 1,000 people, right? That 1,000 people in ad revenue is probably only going to pay you like $20. So don't expect that instant gratification. It's going to take work and it's going to take time, but you'll eventually get there. I remember when I first started my channel on coin collecting, it took me forever to get to the monetization, requirements. And then as soon as I got there, they changed them again, which means I had to start all over again. Well, not start all over again, but I had to build more of a following all over again, which basically put me back to square one. And it was a pain, and it sucked. But in the end, I still got back to where I needed to be, and it helped me out a lot in the long run. So remember, don't make it all about the money. Just focus on having a good time. Alright, now that we got through with all of like the let's be in our feels for a minute stuff, let's get down to the technicalities, right? So, you can't have any, absolutely none. No current community guideline strikes. You have to be clean as a whistle, which is why no bikini, right? Because YouTube does not like titties. But it is what it is. So, next, you have to have a total of like 4,000 watch hours. Now, basically what that is you have to have 4,000 hours of people watching your videos, which sounds like a lot, but it's really not that bad. And it has to be within 12 months. So you have a whole year to get 4,000 watch hours. Most people do 4,000 watch hours in like 2 or 3 months just by themselves, and it's not really that big of a deal. And the last is you have to have 1,000 subscribers. Now this is where some people run into a big hurdle because it takes a while and it takes a really big push to get that subscriber base, and it's a pain. But it's not impossible. So keep your head up, follow the simple steps, and have a good time. It's important to always have fun, because if you enjoy what you do, you're never really working for it. And with that out of the way, I'm going to let y'all go. Bye!